Hello everyone, this is Wukong here. This is gonna be our first, and this is gonna be the first Lunar New Year video I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be on Wukong, the Lunar New Year mythic hero. You will be able to get him tomorrow if I manage to upload the video on Friday, or you can get him currently if I upload the video on Saturday. Now, what this hero is, he is based off of range weapon damage. His perk, if you go look at it, what his perk is that this is his perk, explosive rounds for the standard perk. Every 6 range weapon eliminations will trigger an explosion which deals 37 base damage in a 1 tile radius. Now, most explosives that have them from like weapons and whatnot are 0.5. Like, this is like a good increase, right? Now, if you wanna know, like, hey, what can I compare this to? Like, what hero can I compare this to? Well, you compare it to someone like Thunder Theora, whose commander perk, Electrify Force Plus, who was re-added in Season X, is 38.1 base energy damage every 5 seconds. Now, the way base damage works is, the more you level up, the more damage it does. And with his commander perk, it's a whopping 111. Now, that's huge. That could do a lot of damage. Like Jilly Teacup, for example. 51 base energy damage is a lot. Like, this could get to like, I believe like at least like up to 100,000, right? And how this is gonna work is you don't want to use anything that busts melee weapons. If anything, you want to use heroes that increase weapon damage, increase critical hit damage, or totally rocking out. Now, this channel is going to be using stuff Season X and up, and you can, and this is my loadout: Wukong, Locked and Reloaded, Battle Beat, Make It Count, Critical Blast, Fumble, with Totally Rocking Out as the team perk. And speaking of team perks, he comes with one all the way down here, and it is called Soaring Mantis. What Soaring Mantis does is that ninjas have a thing you need to know where they could double jump. But that perk makes it so they could do 2 more jumps, which can increase mobility if you like ninjas and you don't like outlanders. But if you can use it for something like Mythic Storm King or high level missions, I wouldn't recommend it. It is a decent team perk, maybe something you'd use for like lower game stuff. But what I want to do is Locked and Reloaded if I'm going to be using stuff like shotguns and SMGs. With shotguns, you're going to be reloading a lot, so then you get that 50% buff. Then that'll be, the more you kill, you're going to be killing zombies, cuffs, whatever you want to call them. You will get buffed for that. Make It Count will increase pistol damage, and Fumble will make it so that husk that you kill has a 10% chance to drop a football, which gives you Rockin' Red for Totally Rocking Out. And Raptor and Beetle Jess will increase your pistol SMG damage and your shotgun critical damage at 75%, almost 100%. Now, gadgets. Again, for main testing, you want to use stationary turret. And how these videos are going to work is we're going to rank them on 5 categories. Are they fun? Are they viable? Can you make multiple good loadouts with them? Or just, can you make a good loadout with them and it work well? Do their abilities work? Do they have more pros and cons? And it's going to be 2 for each one, and it's going to have a max rating of 10. And if you like the video, make sure you can, I'm going to be doing the dragon weapons next. You know, if you want to know which one I'm probably going to do, I'll probably do Dragon's Might or Dragon's Fury. Because if you just want to know in general, like, I won't do really the hammer, the fang, the tooth, because just like they're just really hard to make a good loadout for, and like you don't want to stress it out on that. Anyway, we're gonna load into a 140 mission, and then we're gonna talk about statistics on it. Now, you may be saying, how does Wukong work in gameplay? Well, when Wukong works in gameplay, you want to use him like a normal hero. You don't want to use him as like some special hero. He's a hero where you don't have to play in a unique way, besides not using melee weapons, which we'll talk about that later on. With Wukong, what you do is you shoot Husk, preferably within groups. You can use stuff like piercing weapons, you can use shotguns, you can use assault rifles, you can use anything. I wouldn't really recommend I don't think you should use explosives, because explosives can just lead to you killing the Husk, then causing causing your explosive to happen, and then you're gonna have to kill another 6 Husks to get everything really seen. It's like, that's like another pro when it comes to him. You don't need to do a lot to get his perk. All you have to do is kill 6 Husks. He kills 6 Husks. 6 Husklings, 6 anything. You just need 6 kills. Right? And then you get your explosion. Not hard. If anything, it's really easy. And it's just simple. He's a simple, fun hero. And what do I think of that? I like it.
Nope.
It's fun. And now we will talk about what do I find wrong with him. Now, I haven't tested this out yet, but I'm 90% sure it's not true, but projectiles that come off of melee weapons, like you can use Supersonic Slasher as an example, right? Projectiles, or Astrobat, I don't have Astrobat, but like, you can use stuff from that as an example of that you aren't supposed to use melee weapons with him. He is a hero that is designed and made for guns, like most soldiers. And then I'd say his second bad thing is that he isn't that good when it comes to rocket launchers. Because the rocket launchers will kill the Husk normally, then the explosion happens, unless you're fighting like a Mist Monster or a mini boss. Then it could actually work out. And the third problem I have with it is that you could lose too much ammo with him. Like, that just depends on like, how much nuts and bolts you have. And you may say, like, oh, well, it wasn't really matter that much, but when you're using a hero that's just 100% made for melee, guns, you're gonna need it. Especially in higher power level missions where you need to use more bullets to kill Husks, you're gonna need it.
No.
Now, where are the pros on this guy? I would say his biggest pro is he could do a lot of crowd control damage. Like, he has really good abilities. Like, Shockwave and Warcry, really good abilities you want in a soldier. At least Frag Grenade comes on like every soldier. Kind of like how Phase Shift is like on every Outlander. It's like that. I'd also say that since he is exclusively a a gun-based hero, you don't really have to worry much about making stuff for like melee and whatnot. But then what you could do instead is just stick to your guns, use them, and it could lead to deadly combinations. Due to that, he could lead to suppressive fire a lot. Because not only do you have the fire of your guns, but you also have your explosions happening that will cause it all. It's really good for the owner husk. And the final thing I'd say with him is that he comes with really good HP, stats, and shield. Now, what would I rank him? When it comes to all honesty, he isn't going to be your top tier go-to hero, but he will be like your fun hero. Like, you don't want to use a top tier, but you want to have fun. So like, if you're ever looking to have fun, he's your guy. And like, that's the main point of this channel, is the hero fun and strong. Because if it's fun, you'll probably like it. Now, I would definitely rate him a 2 on the fun scale. Is he viable? I would also rate that a 2. He is definitely viable. His perk isn't bad. He is really good for support too. I forgot to mention that. And he could just cause like a lot of crowd control with his weapons. Now, can you use a lot of loadouts with him? Or just can you make one good loadout? Definitely, 100%. Because like, you can use like all the like damage buff heroes like Rescue Trooper Ramirez, or you can use the critical based heroes like Beetlejuice. Or you know, like you could customize it to like a damage or a critical damage build, and like that's what I like about it. So I'll definitely rate that too. Is he top tier? Like, is he OP? He isn't, but he isn't bad at all. So I'll give him a 1. Right. Does he have more pros and cons, or his pros outweigh his cons? Yes, definitely. That's a 2. Overall, Wukong is a hero that I would actually recommend. I will do a review on most of the dragon weapons, like one shotguns, the RPG, the AR, the pistol. Grenade! Stay in the game. Nope. That's the point of that. And then we may get into that. Sorry. So, what I just want you guys to do is just say, hey, V2001, well, can you review this weapon or this hero and whatnot? Because I will try to look into stuff that has recently been released, so newer players can know what to do with it. If you want me to do a review on mythic weapons, definitely, I'll 100% do that. Now, upload schedule. I want to talk about that before the end of the video. What would I do? So, I'll at least upload 3 times a week, but if I'm off, most likely 4 times a week, right? So, upload schedule, you know, you're fine. Now, videos, what will I talk about? I'll talk about Save the World news, I'll talk about I'll do reviews on weapons or heroes, and I'll just do like things that are getting added. And you know, I'm ending in school, like, I'm not dropping out of school, this is my job. But, like, will school affect this? Well, definitely I don't think it will. I think it will be fine. So, like, you don't have to worry about that. But, I'm excited for how this channel turns out. Let me know what you thought of this. Do you agree or disagree with what I think of Wukong? I will probably make a more in-depth, or try to make a better review for Wukong. So for now, just peace out, enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys later.